Love Show, only on LA Talk Radio.
Hello, my cyber babies. Welcome to another fantabulous day in LA Talk Radio. I am your humbled host, Mother Love. I am here with you Monday through Friday from 2 o'clock in the afternoon until 3:50 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if you are unable to listen to Mother Love live, that's okay, because we are with you 24/7. All you have to do is go to latalkradio.com, click on the Mother Love Show, and see all the fantabulous people. You know, that was starting to get on my own nerve. I was starting to get on my own nerve. You know it's bad when you get on your own nerve with that prissy talk. Well, we're prissy talking because I have beautiful, I love beautiful people. I really, nobody likes working with ugly people, and I certainly don't want to look at ugly people on a regular basis. You can say what you want to. I don't want to look at nobody with a big swole on their head, grill all jacked up. You know, they got that black neck thing happening, all, and they look dusty. You know, they look ashy, they look dusty, and they look rusty. And I just don't like those people. And you know who you are. Moisturizer is your friend. See, I knew what to do to get that. Those beautiful chuckles are coming from two beautiful women, Selenia Scott and Tracy Kimbrough. Selenia has founded the PinkPoleParty.org. Yes. You know I love my pole dancers. They can say I love my pole dancers. I was telling her coming up, I tried to pole dance one time. I almost tore my rotator cuff. Because when you get to be a certain age, your body say, your mind say, I can do that. Your body, try it. Go on, fool, try it.
You didn't have Selenia for a teacher.
No, I didn't have Selenia for a teacher, and she said that was your first mistake. You jumped.
That's it. You need Selenia.
So first of all, let's talk about the Pink Pole Party.
Yes.
Where did that come from, and why do you have such a passion? First of all, how'd you get into pole dancing?
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm married now for almost 5 years.
Ooh, that's what the new smell was on you coming in. I'm like, she smell all fresh and everything.
Yes, and before
congratulations.
Thank you. But before I got married, I wanted to do a little bachelor party of my own for my husband, and so that kind of started me on this exotic journey of learning how to burlesque, and then that kind of led me into pole dancing. And when I learned pole dancing, I just thought, I love this. This is for me. Like,
had you ever even thought about it before the party? Here, pull your mic up some.
Okay,
there you go. There you go.
No, I hadn't thought about it at all. But once I got into it and I started feeling the strength and the conditioning of my body, and I really just wanted to become stronger and stronger, and I just fell in love with it, and that started my pole journey. And if you had to ask me, 6 years ago, would I be teaching?
You'd be like, yeah, right. You done lost what's left of your mind.
Exactly.
Now, what were you doing before you started this organization?
Well, I have been a professional executive assistant for many years, 20 years.
Okay, that was way away from, what you were doing now. Executive assistant, pole dancing.
Yes.
Pole dancing instructor. Pole dancing instructor, and I'll start an organization.
Yes.
Hey, but you got to do what you love.
It's funny how life works. It just kind of takes you through these paths, and either you go left or you go right. And in this case, I don't know, it just led me down the teaching path, and I have a best friend who is still fighting her cancer.
Is that where the pink? That's where the Pink Pole Party comes. Is that what it's for?
Yes, I actually, when my girlfriend came down with cancer about 8 or 9 years ago, I started walking.
She's still in it? She's
still fighting.
What's her name? We have to give her a big shout out.
Her name is Rachel Cooper Brooks.
Hey, Rachel Cooper Brooks, you keep fighting, warrior
and
queen.
Keep being my motivation. I love you so much, Rachel.
That is so wonderful. I have lost many of my girlfriends to breast cancer, and it's, people always say, well, why do you have such a passion for it? I'm like, I don't want to see another woman have to suffer through this and have to go through this. I have right now one of my closest friends who is battling breast cancer. I was just talking to her this morning. She was just coming back from her, not chemo, what's the other one?
Radiation.
She had to have chemo, then she had to have radiation, then she got the breast reduction. I mean, now she a member of the itty bitty boob committee now. She goes, you want to see your mother? I'm like, no, I love you, boob, but I don't think I want to look at
too much
tiny titties. I just don't want to look at them. And she is just such a powerful a force, you know, to watch her go through this, and she is just in the trenches. And Paula, you know, I love you dearly.
We love you too, Paula.
So she and my friend Roz is gone from breast cancer. My friend Renee is gone. She was we were like 23 years old.
You are going to make me cry right now.
She developed. Listen, and look, we're not going to start. We just got on the radio. We're not going to start yet because you know we're going to get there. You know we're going to get there, and it's fresh and new. And sometimes we need to get that out.
Yeah.
And so many people, and you know how women are, and you know how you are. You know how you are, Tracy. You sit up there and look. I'm Superwoman. I've got an S on my chest. I snatched the S off of Superman's chest. I've got Superwoman on my chest, and I can do everything. And you are the ones, and we are the ones that need the nurturing, and we reach out to one another, to hold one another. Sometimes we just need to be present. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything. I remember one of my girlfriends. She just said, "ML, will you just come over?" I said, I'll come to you. She said, I want to come over. I said, no, I'll come to you. I said, what do you need? She said, I just need you to be with me. And all we did was we sat, and I held her in my arms for about 2 hours. And we didn't say anything. And she was just like, you would stop what you were doing. I don't know why people think I'm like the fly-by-night friend or whatever. You know, I show up. When I show up, I show out. So now you got involved in this pink pole party to support, and this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes.
And we want I want to ask you, Tracy, what do you think? Because Tracy, let me tell you who Tracy is. Okay, see, I guess I should have did the whole bio thing. But we just came in and just like bonded like right away. I thought y'all knew. The pole fitness instructor, Selenia Scott, is passionate about the subject of breast cancer. She has watched her best friend battle the disease for years. Her nonprofit organization, pinkpoleparty.org, is a vision born from her passion to help support finding a cure. Tracy Kimbrough, she is the event chair for the American Cancer Society's Making Strides Against Breast Cancer in the San Fernando Valley. Quote, she says, nothing can attack your self-esteem like a cancer diagnosis. Many women feel less than beautiful, vibrant, and the strong women that they are. I know you're a breast cancer survivor?
I am a breast cancer survivor, yes.
Well, can I just say this to you, my sister queen? You're sure making it look good.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, I have type 2 diabetes, and I figure, like, since I got this crap, I might as well make it look good.
That's exactly.
Since you got that crap, you just, I'm talking about she wearing it.
That's exactly what I said.
So now, how long ago were you diagnosed?
You know, this past September, I celebrated my 5-year birthday. So I am 5 years cancer-free.
God is still in the miracle-making business.
All the
time and good. So now, tell me when they first told you, and I mean, now does cancer run in your family?
Yes, it does, actually. Mm-hmm. My cancer journey didn't start with my diagnosis. My cancer journey started when my sister was diagnosed before me. We've always known cancer was going to run in our family. Mm-hmm. We lost an aunt to the disease back in the 80s. Mm-hmm. So we knew, and we knew we had to be diligent about our breast care, and we had to be on top of things. Mm-hmm. And we were. Mm-hmm. We were. But then, roll of the dice. And my sister was diagnosed, and that changed
Your older
everything.
Or younger sister? Well,
my younger sister.
Your younger sister.
My little sister. My only sister.
Oh, my goodness.
And that changed the game. That changed everything for me.
How did it change for you?
It changed everything because, see now,
it's all right. Girl.
We can't do this.
Yes, we can. This is the Mother Love Show. They always say there's no crying in talk radio. Listen, you can cry, you can laugh, you can jump up and down, you can roll on the floor. We want the real, the raw, the deal, and this is where you are safe and you are loved, and it's okay,
deal
baby.
Is my sister is very special to me, and we grew up. Just the two of us, but we grew up with a mother who told us, you know, you can't fight, you can't argue, because sooner or later I'll be gone and all you will have left is your
each
sister.
other.
So you have to maintain that relationship. You can't fight like you don't know each other. This is how we were brought up.
Now, where are you from?
I'm Southern California, baby.
Hey.
Valley girl, like totally for sure.
Hey, totally for sure. Okay.
That's me.
Now, where are you from, Selena?
Same thing.
I got pure California
yes,
here.
That's right.
Cool.
Native.
Even though I have a little twang in my voice, I don't know where that comes from, but I'm not from the South.
No, I'm
somebody
native
is.
California.
Trust me, somebody
definitely.
Native California here. My sister and I, we never thought about the possibility that one of us could not be here. It never for a second crossed my mind that one day I could be living on a planet that didn't have my sister. Her cancer diagnosis changed that. That changed the game for me. I had to think about that and say, whoa, wait, I'm not prepared for this. I figured at some point my sister and I would be rocking on a rocking chair and we
sitting on the porch talking about, what's your sister's name?
My sister's name is Cheryl.
So you're like, Cheryl?
That's it.
Girl, remember when we were doing
Get them bad kids over here. Get them bad kids over here to get them dogs back out here in the yard or something.
Pick up that stuff. Y'all come on over here. See, and when you get to be that age,
That
you got
was
a
the
cane
plan.
and you get to hit them. I can't wait to get old.
That was the plan. And when she was diagnosed, we thought, okay, we have to do something different. You say I
Now, how
make it
old
look
was she?
easy. My sister was.
No, I didn't say you make it look easy. I said you make it look good.
Thank you. My sister made it look easy for me, and she'll be the first one to look at me like I'm nuts and say, "Yeah, right." But when you were describing Superwoman with the S on the chest, that is my sister. That is my sister to a T. She's, she'll, bring home the bacon, fry it up in a pan, earn it, the whole nine. 2 kids and the whole bit, and just didn't miss a beat. So it was inspiring to watch her, and she just took it in stride. Like, okay, this cancer thing, you're not gonna slow me down. You're not going to knock me down. You're not going to throw me down. You're not going to stop me.
So she had the attitude, I have cancer. Cancer will not have me.
That's exactly the attitude she had. And she just rolled through it. And I kind of follow behind, eyes wide, shaking in my boots, going, okay, well, what next? What next? But my mother's faith never wavered. She said, my daughter is going to be fine. I've had my talk with the Lord, and this is what was told to me. My daughter's going to be fine. And watching those 2 women believe it so strongly, I was like, well, okay, my sister's going to be fine. And praise God, my sister is fine today. She is wonderful.
God is God all by himself and don't need our bobo head help. All we got to do is be obedient.
That's it.
Trust and have faith.
Trust and have faith. My sister is doing wonderful. And then
now, how long ago was she diagnosed? You said before you.
Yes, I'm a 5-year survivor. My sister should be closing in on 9 years. 9-year survivor now, something like that. Almost 5 years to the day after her diagnosis is when I got mine.
Wow.
Yes, it was not fun, and there's something that people need to. I actually had the genetic test done, and
after your sister was diagnosed.
Well, when I was diagnosed.
Okay.
I have.
Now, what's the genetic test?
BRCA. It's called BRCA. There's a mutation on the BRCA gene, which is either BRCA1 or BRCA2. And basically, in layman's terms, it's called the breast cancer gene. But breast cancer is not the only type of cancer that you are predisposed for if you have that type of gene mutation. The type of BRCA gene mutation that I have makes me predisposed for not only breast cancer, but ovarian cancer as well. So I need to be diligent about
all your pieces,
all
parts.
of my everything. Have to be careful, and I do that. So, but what that discovery did for me was not only does that tell me I have to deal with breast cancer, which I was dealing with, it told me that I have a daughter. So I had to think about, wait a minute now. Cancer wants to come after me. Bring it on. I can
not
take
my
it.
baby.
Not my baby.
See,
not my baby.
How old is your daughter?
My daughter. Oh, she's gonna kill me. My daughter turned 31 this year.
She got a picture of Dorian Gray in the basement. Someplace in California doesn't even have basements. There is no way. You got a 31-year-old daughter.
I have a beautiful.
Okay, she looks like, I'm telling you, you look 31. Not a wrinkle in her face, not a wrinkle on your neck. She has minimal makeup on.
Thank you.
You know, good black don't crack.
That's so true.
It really does not. I'm telling you, are absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
You got a 31. I'm telling your mama, you walking around pounding yourself off as a mother with a 31-year-old child. Do you have kids, Anita? Do you have kids?
No, I don't, but I'm 42, so.
And that means what? My grandmother had my uncle at 47. I told my granddaddy, you just nasty.
See, that's
nasty.
what I said. I keep telling her.
That don't. Oh, wait a minute. Did I not? Okay. Do we need to have a break while you answer the ting-a-ling? And I said, didn't I say?
Not me.
Well, you got a pocketbook that'll hold a family of 4 in it, honey. I suppose you don't. The borrower's in the bottom of your purse. She cannot find. Don't put that purse on the floor in here. Get that purse off the floor. Low money is no money.
I know.
I understand.
And you ever seen it? Why do we do that? We take our pretty purses, we come into a place and just drop it on the floor. Men never take their wallets out and drop it on the floor any place. Matter of fact, they put it up way high where I can't reach it.
Are you gonna tell me I'm prissy if I tell you I don't put my purse on the floor? I carry a little hook if I have
No,
to.
oh no, that's very.
Can you get me one of those hooks?
I have a drawer full of them. I have a drawer full of them because I can't stand that. You
Oh,
cannot.
my gosh.
When people come to, when you guys come to my house, you can't put your purse on the floor. You can't have sex in my bed, and you can't. I didn't say you couldn't have sex in the house. I just said you can't have sex in the bed. That's all I'm saying. Just, and just let me know so I can go get me some before you have some.
Well, you got to have standards. You got to draw the line.
I got to draw the line somewhere. And don't call long distance on my phone. Somebody came over my house, girl, and called El Salvador.
What?
Talked for like
That's trifling.
25 minutes.
Oh, no.
And I knew who it was. I had to snatch a knot in her neck. And you better give me my $72. That's back when it was real expensive. Give me my $72. But she said, I got to give you $72. But yes, you do. You called El Salvador.
Oh, no.
So we had to put that on the criteria.
Oh my gosh.
So now, how did the two of you connect?
Oh, you want to tell the story?
Oh, I love telling this story.
I know.
I love it when they said, you want to tell the story, because it's a story.
After my cancer diagnosis, just like I stated in the bio, my self-esteem took a hit, and it was kind of a shock to me because I've never thought of myself as a person who was overly obsessed with her looks or her self-esteem. I've always been pretty confident, and I thought that would just carry me through.
Well, heck, if I looked that good too and was as tall as you, I'd be real confident too. You better back it up, homely women. Look, I'm bad. I'm bad when I walk in the door. When she stood up and she was sitting down and I was like, that's a very tall woman. And then when she stood up, she just kept going and going.
I know.
How tall are you?
Beautiful?
I am 5'11".
No, you got on. No, you.
I have on heels
Oh,
today.
okay.
I have on heels today. With these on, I'm probably closer to 6'3" today.
There it is.
Talk to the vertically challenged host, why don't you? Who
And
low
here
to the
I am
ground.
in my flats. Thank you very much.
Oh, so now tell me about your. It's like we've been knowing each other for days, right? I mean, forever.
What I did was I knew that I needed to get back inside of Tracy. I needed to find her again, and I was just not willing to let cancer take that away from me. I just wasn't. So I have always thought about pole dancing. I'm the one that always looks for the most out there things to do, and I wanted to learn to pole dance, belly dance, something. And I found a pole dancing studio that was, I can't say the name of it, can't I?
Sure you can.
Luscious Maven Studio in North Hollywood.
We've had her on the program.
Yes,
Absolutely.
I know. I love Heather. And I went and I found the most amazing group of women, and it was such a warm atmosphere, and I thought, okay, this is where I feel comfortable. And so I started taking classes, and then I'm also a volunteer with the American Cancer Society. And I was participating in a health expo, and as I'm sitting at a table, Selenia walks up and she hands me her card, and I say, Pink Pole Party. Oh my gosh, pole dancing for a good cause. Oh, this is great. And I said, I just started taking classes. And she asked me where. I said, Luscious Maven. She says, I teach there. That was it.
See,
it was fate.
I just got goosebumps.
It was
you look
fate.
at them, they're just everywhere. I just got goosebumps everywhere.
It was fate. I started taking my classes with Selenia, and I have never had so much fun. My mojo came back. I've had such a good time
She's even got
doing
an
it.
alter ego name
I
now.
do. Selenia helped me create my alter ego.
What's your alter ego's name? Because we named them.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Now this is a good alter ego, because we all have that alter ego. Like, don't make me pull my earrings off and put Vaseline on my face.
not that one. No.
Because you know you got one of them.
I'll cut you. That's true.
And jump back and dare you to bleed on my shoes.
Right.
And we'll cut you close.
See, my mother's from Detroit. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Our family's from Detroit.
I'm from Cleveland, so we will. My husband took my knife out my pocket, but I pulled it out one too much. He was, give me the knife. Give me the knife. You were gonna cut him. Yes, I was going to cut him. I wasn't gonna cut him deep. I was gonna nick him. I was just gonna nick him. I was just gonna, because he was wrong on so many levels.
A warning shot across the bow. That's all it was.
Oh my
We did
gosh.
just goofy in here.
No, I do have an alter ego. And every now and then when I come to class with Selenia, she comes out to play. And her name is, See, you know what? My
It's
significant
peekaboo
other
cheeks.
is listening.
Oh,
Right
hey!
here.
Let's just cut to the
And she said that so
I'm
much. Oh, it's
blushing.
peekaboo cheeks.
It is. It's Miss Peekaboo Cheek.
Miss Peekaboo cheeks. Don't
Peekaboo
get it
cheeks.
twisted. Because my
Yeah.
cheeks are just going to get a little, you just
They
get a little
peek out just a little.
Just a little
Just a
something,
little.
something. Just let you get a little eye. Just a peek. Just let me just a peek. That's all they
Not
need.
too much. Just a quick
Yeah,
look.
because when you look at some of these young ladies now, I mean, they leave nothing to the imagination. I am like, baby, please go cover yourself up. This is why I can't hit the lottery number, because I'm looking at too much butt crack. It's just too. We got to take a break. When we come back, we'll continue. What a lively, important conversation that we are having here. In studio with me is Selenia Scott. She is you founded this organization?
I did,
The
yes.
pinkpoleparty.org.
Yes.
And Miss Tracy Kimbrough, our 5-year breast cancer superstar, is in studio, and we're going to talk about the things that you're doing and how this has changed you, how you have grown, and what have you learned about yourself. We'll be back after these messages.
Allstate would like you to meet Mike and Jamie Erickson.
Yeah, when I retire 18, 20 years from now, I'm going to have kids in college. It's scary because the question is, have we saved enough to be able to afford a comfortable retirement and see the kids through college and also through, their later years in life?
Mike's going to be 51 next year. Jamie will be 44. And their youngest will be 4.
The reality is that we've got a lot of money that we're going to have to pay out over the rest of our lives, but it's the long-term retirement for Jamie and I that I worry about. I think we're going to be able to have enough money to raise our kids, but beyond that is a concern.
For Mike and Jamie, and thousands with stories like theirs, there's Allstate Retirement. It's free one-on-one help, planning for the third half of your life. Whatever you have, wherever you are, Allstate can work with that.
Start the conversation today with Altadena, California Allstate agent Wilbert Smith Insurance Services. Call 626-791-7636. Allstate Indemnity Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
Lifestyles. I'm Bobby Owens. Type 2 diabetes is more likely to affect minority populations, including African Americans and Latinos. Mother Love, TV personality and author, has type 2 diabetes and knows firsthand how to deal with it.
To manage diabetes successfully, you must keep a positive attitude and build a strong support team. Make sure you monitor your blood glucose levels often, exercise daily, eat well, and stay informed.
Mother Love says a healthy and balanced diet is very important.
You don't have to skip out on the barbecues, but you do need to watch what you eat. Choose healthy and fresh foods like seasonal fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, and always practice portion control. For snacks, try Glucerna nutrition products. The great-tasting shakes, snack bars, and cereals are formulated to minimize blood sugar spikes when used as a part of a diabetes management plan.
Use Glucerna products under medical supervision. For more information, visit Glucerna.com. That's Lifestyles from the makers of Glucerna. I'm Bobby Owens.
You are listening to the most original talk radio station anywhere. We are LA Talk Radio at latalkradio.com.
You're listening to The Mother Love Show, right here on LA Talk Radio.
And we are back in studio. With me is the very lovely Tracy Kimbrough. She is a 5-year breast cancer survivor, and her pole dancing instructor, Miss Selenia Scott, is here.
Yes.
She founded an organization called pinkpoleparty.org.
Yes.
So now I wanted to ask you, Tracy, because so many African American women are being diagnosed with breast cancer at an alarming rate, and it seems to be, I'm hearing from my friends who are cancer specialists saying, my oncologist friends that are saying it's an aggressive breast cancer among African American women. Do you have statistics on that? And what do African American women in specific need to know, and women in general?
The one thing you need to know is you need to take responsibility for your own breast health. Breast cancer is most curable when it's caught early.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very important to do your self-examinations. You also need to know your risk factors.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a family history of breast cancer, you need to make sure that you are being diligent about your health and you are talking to your healthcare provider. Sometimes, sadly, doctors still say, well, you're too young, you don't need a mammogram. women have to take responsibility for their bodies.
Absolutely.
You have to take responsibility and advocate for yourself. And you have to make sure you let them know you have a family history and you need these. Because truthfully, mammograms save lives. That is how we discovered my tumor early, when it was in its most treatable state. African American women, we do not get breast cancer as often as Caucasian women. However, our mortality rate is higher.
Now, why do you think that is? Do you think it's because they don't do the self-breast exams? They are not diligent about their health care?
I think there are several, and I'm no doctor, I'm not an oncologist, this is just what I get. I'm also a Reach to Recovery volunteer, which pairs newly diagnosed women with survivors so someone can talk to someone who's already been through it. And what I pick up from talking to these women is I think sometimes what we do is we ignore the warning signs.
So there are signs.
There are. Well, you know your body.
Right.
You know when you're coming down with a cold. You know when you're feeling a little off. You know your body. And when something is a little off, you need to check into that. And we don't.
So often we'll ignore that.
We ignore those
We
things.
will take care of our husbands, our kids, our mothers, our parents, the church. You will stand up and fry 1,400 pounds of chicken for the church and go and eyes rolling around in your head before you go, well, I know I had a pain right here and I felt a lump over here, but that can wait.
Right.
Or women will say this, well, if I go to the doctor, that's being selfish because I need to be taking the time to do something else.
I can't take the time off work.
Excuse me, can you take the time off to die? Excuse me.
And sadly, that is some of it. Also, too, we have to look at some of the socioeconomic restrictions. There are certain demographics that just do not have access to preventative health care.
And those are the people who really need to be diligent about their health care. When you don't have health care, you don't have access to viable health care, you really have to take responsibility because you just never know. And a cancer diagnosis could be devastating for your family, not just physically, emotionally, also financially.
Absolutely. In a lot of families, you have a large percentage of families that are being headed by women only. So if that only breadwinner is now diagnosed with a life-threatening disease, that family is broken. There are a lot of resources out there, but everyone doesn't know that.
Talk to us about some of the resources that are available that people need to know that are out there.
I'm a volunteer with the American Cancer Society. It is the largest volunteer-based organization in the world. And they help people with all types of cancers. Breast cancer is my particular battle of choice, or not choice, but it's my battle. But there are several organizations out there, lots of them on the internet, but I can only speak to what's available through the American Cancer Society. And we do have an 800 number where you can call and speak to someone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, day in, day out. Even holidays.
Do you have that number available?
I do. It is 1-800-ACS-2345. That will put you in touch with a live person, not a recording. You can ask questions. They will send you information, do whatever you need. We also have an amazing website, which is cancer.org. Visit our website, find any information you need about whatever type of cancer you're dealing with. And if you want someone to get in touch with you, that can be arranged as well. There's areas to volunteer if you want to get involved. I think I really want people to understand that what we do to our bodies is what we get from our bodies.
No doubt.
I think that's important. And I think as a black woman, I am aware of some things that maybe others aren't, like how I eat.
Which is very important.
I love going to Mom's house for mac and cheese, homemade, and greens, and the whole bit. And, macaroni and cheese is not good unless it's got 2 pounds of butter. However,
you can modify it.
Exactly.
I make a mac and cheese, and because I have special dietary needs as well, I make a mac and cheese that if I don't tell you, you will never know. You will never. When my aunt, who is the master of macaroni and cheese, when I went back to Ohio and I made the mac and cheese, and I said, I got a macaroni and cheese that will not elevate your blood sugar, will not cause it to spike, and you are going to love it. She's like, you got some more of that. You know how you got that twig eating stuff we ain't eating sticks. We want some macaroni and cheese. Made the macaroni and cheese, presented it to her. She was like, well, baby, this is beautiful. I'm kind of scared. Tried to make a long story short, the pan did not last.
Good. I mean,
the pan was
that recipe.
gone. It was gone. And it does not elevate your blood sugar, and I don't use any animal products in it.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And if I didn't tell you, you wouldn't know.
That's the beginning. We have to watch what we eat. Our bodies were never intended to digest
Eat crap.
What preservatives and additives and all the chemicals that are in our food. We have to pay attention. Every time I drive down the street and I see a black woman smoking a cigarette, I just want to pull over and jump out and go, use a gun, it'll be faster. It just breaks my heart.
I thought it was me.
No, it breaks my heart because I know we have a higher mortality rate than other cultures, and I'm like, why? Don't do this to yourself.
I mean,
I hate that.
Death is not an option, people. You're gonna die. Why are you hastening that journey?
Why speed it up?
Why speed it up? I don't get that. You're not coming out of this alive. So why would you want to do this? Now I want to ask you, Selenia. Because a pole dancing, I mean, you used to have a bad connotation, pole dancing with the strippers and hooker clubs. And even when it had that bad connotation, I have always had a very healthy respect for pole dancers because you have got to be in great shape.
Oh, yes.
Your upper body strength, your leg muscles, everything has to be strong. And everybody thinks, oh, she just got that little body, she can just jump up on that pole. Yeah, right. I told you I tried to almost kill myself.
Yeah.
When did you see it making it, or have you seen it make this transition from being, in the seedy part to being very well celebrated?
I think just over the last probably 8 years or so, 8 to 10 years, because time flies, the stigma of it has changed. About 8 years or so, it really started to get popular, and studios would pop up, in certain towns, and people would take advantage of the classes, and they got more popular with the S Factor movement. And
the S Factor movement?
Yeah, there's an S Factor. Sheila Kelly, who actually opened up some pole studios, like a chain of them, and she was able to do that because she had, some entertainment background and got a lot of publicity towards it, and got on Oprah. And once you hit Oprah, pretty much that's
why I'm still struggling, scuffling. Oprah never had me on her show.
Right.
Yeah,
and
right. I'm using that for an excuse.
So when that happened, that really put it mainstream, and people got more interested in learning how to do it. Now it's gotten to the point where it's a sport. It's really an athletic fitness sport thing to do. It's a vertical gymnastics. It's not any longer, something that you just go to some kind of, Vegas and see the strippers.
Pole dancing is not just for strippers anymore.
Right, and in fact, I recently took my students on a girls' night out, and we went to a few strip clubs to kind of see what they're doing these days, and we did a few little club hoppings, and it was fun. We had a good time, but oddly enough, they're really not doing that much pole dancing, so that's kind of interesting nowadays, because you would think it would be so much more elevated, but the dancers, they walk around the pole, they use the pole as a prop, and I'm not saying that they're not sexy doing it, but the majority of the women that are out there in the showgirls clubbing like that, they're not doing all the tricks and things like that up vertically on the pole. They're just not.
It's just a prop for them to twirl around. Then they got lazy in the strip club.
Yeah, I think so. They've gotten a little bit lazy.
You have elevated the sport. You have elevated the art form. You have elevated this to an art form. They're like, we're not doing all that. That's gonna take work. That means I got to go to the pole dance class. I got to practice. I'm just sitting there trying to shake my groove thing, get a few $100.
Right.
Now you want me to work.
Right.
So tell me what I don't want to say typical, but tell me what it's like when they come into the classes to start taking. And are there different levels of dancing? Like begin? Because see me, I would be whatever comes like 2 phases before the beginner.
That was where I was.
Wait, are you serious?
That was where I was when I got there.
So now, because you just stepped completely out of your comfort zone and said, I'm going to take up pole dancing classes.
Yes.
Had you thought of doing something else as well when you said, I think I'm going to do pole dancing?
once I got into the studio and decided to do pole dancing and I saw what other classes they offered, I started getting really excited, going, oh, I can do this and I can do this, and my inner stripper came out. And
see, and we all have her.
We do.
You know, this is why God gave me this funny looking body, because if I had a body like either one of you, I would have been on the pole.
That's what I say to Selena. I said, if I had just a measure of her talent, my mother would have to have been in prayer for me.
She'd be like, look, if you don't get your stanky, get in here. You're a bad influence on your sister. What's wrong with you?
Let me tell you, but
she probably would have did it too.
My sister did take a class with me for my 40th birthday. I had everybody go, and we took a class together. And when the instructor was showing us how to walk and move, and I looked at my sister and said, Mama, how did she pay her way through college?
No,
are we sure she had a grant? 'Cause she's taking this just a little too easy.
She's like a duck to water on the pole.
I have to tell you, though, when I got to Luscious Maven and when I started taking classes with Selena, my inner Miss Peekaboo Cheeks came out. I have such a good time. It's so freeing and empowering and sexy, and I could do a booty shake now.
So not only did it help you with dealing with your breast cancer and finding Tracy again, it obviously was a big boost to your self-esteem.
Oh my goodness, yes. You stop looking at your body. Your body has betrayed you. It turned on you. And
done double cost you one more time.
It's hard, you know, and I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I don't see the beautiful, vibrant, vivacious person that I thought I was. All I see are scars and deformities. Well, that's not reality.
Who you are, and that's not who you are.
And as I started going to classes and being around all these beautiful women, and I'm pretty open about sharing the fact that I'm a survivor, I stopped seeing all the scars. I mean, there are days, I have my hard days. I definitely do. And those are the days I'm in a T-shirt and sweats, and that's it. But then...
She would look good in T-shirt and T-shirt and sweats.
No, trust me on this one.
Say, no, it's not a pretty it's not a pretty sight.
Which is why I
keeping it real. She's like, no.
Well, I try hard not to let myself go there too much, you know, because I want to be Tracy. I don't want to be a victim of cancer. I refuse to be a victim of cancer.
You said you are a survivor. So
I'm
victim and survivor don't go together.
I'm a thriver. I'm not
thriver.
I am not content to merely survive. Survive indicates that I just barely made it over the finish line, crawled across. Ooh, I'm here. No. I plan to run across upright, high-stepping, kicking, shouting to the world, hey, here I am. Exactly. And don't trust me, I put on my clear heels and I prance around that studio and I'm following Selena's lead and I'm feeling like me again.
Wait a minute. So it is true that you do pole dancing in the clear? Is that like?
Yes.
Oh, and I'm saying this out loud. I just want the shoes.
I know.
I just want the shoes.
I will have to consider
you don't even have to give them to me because I'm never going to walk in them. I just want to put them on, have a picture taken with them, and then you can like pry them off of me. It's never going to happen.
You won't take them off. I promise you, you won't.
Trust me.
Love.
When you get to be my age, let me tell you something. I got some Christian Louboutins in my closet right now that have never, ever been out of my bedroom.
But you took pictures and
girl, okay. And my husband bought them for me with his nasty self. And this is when I was a big girl. He said, "Oh, get them shoes." I'm like, "Honey, I can't walk in them shoes. You see how big my butt is? Get them shoes. I'll get them for you." I'm like, "You see how much they get them shoes?"
Wait, mother love. So here's my little proposal to you. I think you should come to one of my pink pool parties.
And here we go. She's talking crazy.
No, I'm not. Because listen, it's not just about doing pole tricks and climbing up a pole. That's nothing that you will do at a pink pool party.
Okay.
It's more about finding the little sensual self, okay, and getting a little intimate with Miss Mother Love in the mirror and looking back at you and having that
I would
reflection.
be such a bad influence.
I think you would be amazing.
I would be such a bad influence.
You would have so much fun.
Because I am so sensuous and so sexy.
And so then
ask my husband. We just celebrated 40 years together.
Well, there you go. And see, and
I know what to do.
Then you can do some things at home that don't require a pole, like, you know, doing a little backslide or a little, you know, forward bend. And
trust me, I got that down. You don't keep a man for 40 years.
You have to learn to strut.
Oh, I do.
in those 6-inch stilettos.
See there, and there we go. Therein goes my hip now. I remember when I was, this was several years ago, and I was really having a lot of problems with my hip, and my doctor was saying, you know, I just want to tell you this, Mother Love, I know you're not going to be able to handle this too tough, but your high heel shoe wearing days are over. You can either get that weight off of you, or you got to stop wearing them shoes. I was like, the weight got to go, 111 pounds, it was gone.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, I can't get my mouth. Was you crazy?
That would break my heart.
That's like telling a woman you can't go to the hairstylist. Are you insane? And I was like, and I walked into his office after I lost the weight in a pair of 6-inch heels, and he was like, how come all my patients can't do that? Why? That's what inspired you? You told me I told you couldn't wear high heel shoes? Righty-o, buddy. Forget about diabetes. I can't wear no high heel shoes. They got to go. They got to go.
You should come to one of the Pink Pole parties. I'm telling you, you'll have an amazing time.
I would love to come to the Pink Pole party. Now, when are the Pink Pole parties?
Okay, so they're starting every weekend. So it'll be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, starting October 26th.
Okay.
And it'll be for 4 weeks. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for 4 weeks. And there's a lot of information on my website at www.pinkpoleparty.org. I'm also on Facebook, and you can see the schedule there. And I've been really fortunate enough to have Living Social not sponsor, but run my deal for pinkpoleparty.org, and they just launched it today.
Oh, congratulations. Now, tell me about Living Social. What's that?
So Living Social is a local deal website, and basically they have different vendors that are offering services and products at a very discounted rate. And so my pool party admission is $59 on the Living Social website today, and it'll be running, and it's got all my dates. Everyone can
is that $59 for each weekend?
It's per Yes.
Okay.
It's not a whole weekend. It's just one day, one night event of a pink pool party, and you have some pink champagne and some chocolate covered strawberries, and we've got some little fun giveaways and things like that we'll have during the event. And you'll learn some pole movement, some exotic dance movement, and as well as a little lap dance. Yay!
Don't say nothing. My nephew was sitting in here with the ladies, and he was like so still. As soon as she said lap dance, his eyes got real big. He was like, ooh.
First of all, she made eye contact when she said lap dance. That was the only reason. Other than that, I was a statue.
We got to take another break when we come back. It get crazy in here. And I want you to answer the question for me. What have you learned about yourself since becoming a breast cancer thriver? Okay, we'll be back. In studio with me is Tracy Kimbrough. She's a 5-year breast cancer survivor and the founder of pinkpoleparty.org, Miss Selenia Scott. We will be back after these messages.
And now, the truth about insurance.
People assume quality car insurance has to cost more. People assume too much. The truth is, drivers who switched to Allstate saved money, and they got more protection. So get the facts. Dollar for dollar, nobody protects you like Allstate.
Start the conversation today with Altadena, California Allstate agent Wilbert Smith Insurance Services. Call 626-791-7636. Allstate Indemnity Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
Oh yeah. 212. Mastering math can be big fun. Fun for you and everyone. Play it each and every day. Master math the easy way. Say it, play it, math man. The new game craze. Mom, now you can help your son master math and have big fun. Play it each and every day. Master math the easy way. Say it, play it, math man. The new game craze. Passive learning at its best. Play the game and pass the test. Play it each and every day. Master math the easy way. Say play it, math man. The new game craze. And now you can help your daughter play it like you know you oughta. Play it each and every day. Master math the easy way. Say it, play it, math maze. Say it, play it, math maze. Math maze, the new game craze.
Irreverent, entertaining, cool. You are listening to LA Talk Radio. We say what we want.
You're listening to The Mother Love Show, right here on LA Talk Radio.
And we are back in studio. With me is the founder of pinkpoleparty.org. Her name is Selenia Scott. She's starting a class with the Pink Pole Parties, and I've been invited to come starting October the 26th.
Yeah.
So when I come over there, just be ready.
I'm going to be ready.
Now, should I wear a certain thing?
No, actually come very comfortable.
Okay.
Wear some like yoga pants.
Okay.
Or, nice little tank top. Don't come.
Yeah, right. Me in a tank top. Me and the girls in a tank top.
Well, or you could wear your new shirt that you
I can wear my new shirt.
No, my girl's in a tank top.
Well, your girls ain't as big as my girls, and my girls have shrunk down since I lost weight.
She's got
But
new
I
have new girls.
Oh, you got new girls?
I had to. The old ones were trying to kill me. I had to get new ones.
Say, look, let's fix this up right here, right now.
That's right.
So what, from your experience and what you have gone through and your sister has gone through, what have you learned about Tracy, and how have you changed? Or have you changed?
I have definitely changed. I have changed. I have become a member of a club that I never asked to join. I will forever be a breast cancer survivor. There is no going back to my old life. So I have definitely changed. Mm-hmm. But I like to think I've changed for the better. I think the one thing that I have found is I have found my passion in life, which I was drifting before. Once I came through my cancer journey, it became very, very important to me to do everything I can to help find a cure. I have a daughter, and I refuse to worry about my daughter losing her life, her breast, or anything to this disease. We have lost too many friends, too many family members, too many beautiful spirits and souls are gone because of this. And I've discovered my passion, and that is finding a cure for breast cancer.
Spirit just told me to tell you this, Tracy. You know why God gave you breast cancer? Because he knew you could handle it. Because he knew you would be the warrior queen.
That is, someone else told me that too, and at the time they said it, I couldn't believe it. I thought, no, not me.
Yeah.
Why me?
And why not you?
And that was the answer. Why not me? Why not? Why can't I say?
You might be a pretty face in the crowd, but why not you? And that's the reason why he knew that you would be able to handle this, because he needs you to be the living testimony, the walking testimony to what the power of faith and perseverance and trust and believing in yourself and you taking command and you taking control.
That is the biggest change in my life right there. That is it. I just refuse to lay down and let cancer win. I refuse to let anybody lay down and let cancer win. If cancer wins, then one day my daughter will have to go through this.
And my granddaughter. Or me.
And my future grandchildren, if I ever get them. You know,
did you notice the
Yes, I did.
Did you notice? What's your daughter's name?
Don't tell.
No, tell me. I want to know. Tell me, what's her name? We're going to give her a big shout out.
Her name is Alicia Joy.
Alicia Joy, did you hear that?
Now.
If I ever get them. I'm just saying, I just picked up on that. Just a little bug in your ear.
No, it's my daughter is such an amazing. The first time I met Selenia, I kept saying, "Oh, I have a little munchkin," and they all thought I had a little one. And I said, when they asked how old, and I told them,
I said she is a grown
she a grown woman.
My argument is she is the same number of years under me now as she was when God gave her to me. So she is my munchkin.
Why do mothers get? Why Why do we not get past that? You know, I remember having a conversation with my mother when I was like 35 years old. I actually got that mother validation conversation. That I was never. I figured I was never going to get it. I was never going to get it because.
But it felt good when it came.
I was so proud of myself. I didn't jump up and down and fall down the stairs or nothing. I was very graceful. And when she gave it to me, because it was always like, you just don't take life serious. Everything is a joke to you. You're just using your head for a hat rack. When are you going to calm down and act like you got some sense? And I remember saying to her one day, I said to her, I was about 17 at first, and I said, Mother, I'm leaving, and I'm going away to college. And she was like, you're too young to go. I'm like, Mother, I think you've given me everything that you can give me. And so then when I'm like maybe in my 30s, I'm like, why do you keep trying to raise me? Don't you think that you've given me everything you could possibly give me to become a viable, productive, self-sustaining person? Now, mind you, I'm backing out my mama's door when I'm saying this. Because you know how your mama can have that stretch. You know, your mama had that stretch Armstrong arm, and she like grabbed me by the throat, and she ain't even left out the chair. And so I was like, Mother, you've given me everything that I need. I'm an adult. I'm a married woman. I'm someone's mother. I got this. I got this. And this is what I said. I said, Mother, why do you continue to doubt your parenting skills? You've done the, don't you believe?
That's a good one.
Is that
I have to use that on my mother.
I mean, why do you doubt your parenting skills? Do you not believe that you've done the very best that you could for me? Yes, I do. I said, well, why do you keep doubting your parenting skills? And she looked at me.
That was a good one.
You know, she had, you know, when you got to make your mama think. And then she went, get out my house. Just get out. So she called me the next day and she said, you know what, baby, you're absolutely right. I'm very, very proud of you. And then when she came out to visit me out here, she gave me that daughter validation. I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of your life. I'm proud that you're my daughter. I almost choked to death on the stairs. Who are you? What you doing with my mama? Why are you talking nice to me? And I should have knew something about that. This was in August of one year. She was dead May the following year.
Oh, my goodness.
She died. She dropped dead at 59 years old.
Oh, my
so
goodness.
I know what it's like to lose, to have somebody off the planet. I never would have thought my mother, and both of my older sister and my younger sister, both off the planet. Complications of diabetes, heart disease, because they would not take a proactive approach and take, as you said earlier, take command of their health.
It's important. It's really important. I am so blessed to have a strong and loving family, and I'm even more blessed because I've had these amazing angels come into my life. The people I've met at the American Cancer Society have been just saviors to me, because it gave me an outlet to focus my energy and my anger, because cancer really just pissed me off. The truth is everybody expects, as a cancer survivor, they expect you to walk with your head down and say, oh, I survived cancer, and like you should be grateful that you're here. And I'm thinking, you know what, no, I didn't ask for cancer to come.
Look, it
interrupted my life. Things were going pretty darn good. I didn't ask for this. I didn't have, a lot up top, but it was mine, and I didn't want it to be gone.
Right.
But I had to flip the script, and that's exactly what I did. I said, okay, I did my crying, called my mom, cried in her lap like a baby, but once all that was over, it became, okay, I've got to keep going. Cancer is not time-friendly, and while I'm sitting here trying to cope with I have cancer, it's trying to kill me, so I had to keep it moving, and that's exactly what I did. And I remember when I went to my reconstruction, my plastic surgeon for reconstruction, I said to my doctor, he asked me, and my mom, she just sat there and dropped her head, because she knew what I was going to say. He asked me, have I thought about my reconstruction? And I announced, yes, I want stripper boobs. I have thought about this. I have thought about it carefully. I want stripper boobs. And I got to tell you, I'm pretty darn happy with the girls.
Because the girls are perky.
They are sitting up there.
And if you had not have said anything, I would have never known. I would not have
You're
ever
lucky
known.
I have a shirt on. Most of the time I walk in here.
Are you walking around with the cleavage?
Trying to show them off.
Is somebody calling us? Let's see. Somebody's. Hello, you're on with Mother Love and Tracy and Selena. Who's on the phone with us? Hello? Get off my phone. You get two hellos, that's it. Don't be calling up and disrupting. So now what's coming up next for you, Selena, with the Pink Pole Party?
Okay, so, it's been around for about 3 years, and this is actually the first point in my thank you. It's the first time where I'm not working being an executive assistant and trying to juggle having a nonprofit and trying to juggle teaching and a family at home. So now I'm just really focused on pinkpoolparty.org and also doing my teaching at Luscious Maven. And I'm really excited because I'm getting a lot of
so now are they different? Is the Luscious Maven different than the Pink Pole?
Yes,
okay.
Luscious Maven is a pole dance studio in North Hollywood, but pinkpoolparty.org is actually the type of organization that can go into any pole studio in Los Angeles, and that's what I want to do. Is I'm building my relationships with different pole studios around Los Angeles.
Why just Los Angeles? Why not around the country?
Well, you know, I got to start.
Conquer LA and then the world.
Exactly, exactly. So I'm already on a nice roll with building those relationships up, and I'm raising a little bit of money for the American Cancer Society Making Strides campaign, which I really didn't even know anything about until I met Tracy.
So tell us about the Making Strides. We're almost out of time. Tell us about the Making Strides campaign.
I've got this one down to a soundbite. It's called Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, and it is the American Cancer Society's only fundraising event where all the money goes toward breast cancer research and patient services.
You said all the money goes.
All of it.
Cool.
It is channeled into breast cancer services for the patients and their caregivers as well. There's a lot of patient services that are out there, and the American Cancer Society provides them all completely free of charge.
Wonderful.
All you have to do is ask.
I want to ask you this. What are the 3 important things that you would want women to understand about breast cancer and what they need to do?
1, breast cancer is not time friendly. Know your body. Do your self-exams. Get checkups. 2, mammograms save lives. Early detection is key. The earlier it is detected, the better your chances of survival. And the 3rd thing I would like them to know is if the worst thing happens and you do get a diagnosis of breast cancer, it's not the end of your life. It is merely the end of a chapter of your life. There is life after cancer. I am here to tell you there is life after breast cancer, and it can be an amazing, amazing, amazing life. My life now, I wouldn't trade it, and the wonderful people like Selenia that have come into my life since I've had breast cancer, I wouldn't have these opportunities if it hadn't been for that. So don't think that it is the end of everything because your doctor tells you it's breast cancer. It is just the beginning of a new journey.
And you are making it look amazing. You make it look good.
Thank you.
Tracy Kimbrough, the best to you. Stay in good health.
Thank
you, Miss Selenia Scott.
Yes.
Oh, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep growing. I'm coming to the Pink Pole Party.
You have to.
I'm coming to the Pink Pole Party. You going to be at the Pink Pole Party?
When you come, I will be
I'm
there.
coming to the
broke toe, on crutches.
Wait a minute.
I'll be
Okay,
there.
wait a minute. Before we go, you got to tell the story about your broke toe. We're here and during the commercial break, she told me, girl, I done broke my toe.
I did.
So I said, how'd you break your toe?
I'm a klutz. I broke my toe. Literally, I stood up and fell down and broke my toe.